Go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Saturday night edition of Space Art by Christopher Dahl here in the Space Art by Christopher Dahl studios. Thanks for joining me. Hey, welcome aboard. Usually we do this on Friday. I'm sorry. Let's see. We were out of power yesterday. Well, it's funny. The power came on like 10 minutes before I normally would have run, but so that really threw it. So anyway, I decided, let's go Saturday night for Space Art. Hey, anyhow, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what you see here, please don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to be notified of other cool stuff, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button on there. That always helps us out here on the live stream. And for those of us here at Space Art by Christopher Dahl, which by those of us, I mean it's Stephanie and 20 cats. So there we go. Hey, let me pop up a couple of links here. So we got those in the list. Wait, where did that one go? All right, cool. Hey, if you want to get in on all the action, please consider joining my Discord. I'm going to pop up the link right over here right now. This is kind of where all the ins and outs and fun things happen. Good way to find out all the latest on when things are going to pop up. I mean, I do also post over on my Patreon as well. Patreon subscribers are getting a really wonderful tour of some of the projects here in the studio, which is really great. $5 a month gets you a exclusive live stream every week. Plus, I'm working on new material. We are working on tutorials and courses, and everybody on the Patreon get a hold of that as well. Thank you so much. That also goes to support us. And of course, if there's something you like that you see on the stream, head on over to the Space Art by Christopher Dahl store, because this live stream is sponsored by me. Thank you. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, thank you so much. Check it out. Hey, Mediocre Modelers here. How you doing today? Great. Thought I missed you because you signed in late yesterday, but this is great too. No, we had a little technical difficulty yesterday. It was really exciting. The power went out. Yeah, and you know, we also, it was funny, the power and the gas were out yesterday. Actually, we were expecting the gas, but the power was a surprise. Actually, it went out again today. So, hey, Raoul Duke's here. How you doing, Raoul Duke? Hey, good to see you both. That's awesome. So yeah, sorry about that. You know, it was kind of a bummer. I've gotten used to the Friday afternoon live stream. That's pretty fun. I have wanted to go back to a later evening live stream. I used to do this back from Washington State. I think 6 o'clock Pacific, so that would have been 9 o'clock here. So that's great. Permission to come aboard, Captain. Permission granted. Please watch your step. Mind the gap. Yes. Welcome aboard. Come on over. We're going to head over to the Lido deck tonight. I have no idea what we're going to paint. I have an idea of what I'm going to paint, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but it's going to be fun either way. We're going to check it out. Head on over. I have all my oil paints set up here again. I'm on oils. I'm on an oil kick. I want to go back to some of the others that we've done, the casein. I actually have to cut some more boards. I have illustration boards, so we will do some more casein too. But yes, I am hard at work now on outlining, and we'll be shooting some of the first Space Art by Christopher Dahl tutorials. Yes, be great. You're painting. You're working on the model. This totally works. Oh, cool. What's on the bench tonight? What have you got? I'm realizing with it being the 60th anniversary of Star Trek. I know Star Trek is beaten into the ground, right? Star Trek and Star Wars, they get their fair share of abuse, but it is the 60th anniversary of Star Trek, and I'm very seriously considering pulling out the stops and doing a big Star Trek model. So I'm pretty sure I've got it. Actually, it's behind the painting in the corner over there. I have one of the 350. I have a couple of the 350th Polar Lights Enterprise models. Beautiful kits, by the way, and I'm dying to build one. Ross Waddell too. Our friends from Canada, my friend from Canada. Also, you probably met Ross Mediocre. He actually did a really nice electronic board for the lighting kit, and he had such a nice setup, and he was super cool. He's like, hey, yeah, I hit him up. And he helped me out with that. So I have not only the kit, but a bunch of stuff to light it. So it's exciting. Yeah. Anyhow, enough about that. Let's see here. What are we going to be working on today? What else is happening? Yeah. So the big push this year, I am going to be doing a range of tutorials and longer courses. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to be starting out with some of the basics in some different categories, and we'll just be breaking it out as we go from there. Drawing spaceships in particular is probably the first step, so we'll be seeing some of that coming up. Working on a modified Clone Trooper D-17 pistol and turning it into an assault sniper rifle. Oh, cool! That's awesome. Oh, I love it. I love props. I have props. I just need more of them. Only painted canvas Batman. It is, yes, bat genderless beings. Hey, greetings, Wes. How you doing tonight? Hey, good to see you. We're Saturday night's all right for space art, right? Yeah. So I'm laughing because you think about doing a new product offering for me, tutorials, right? So I'm like, what do I call this? And I'm kind of thinking it's the Christopher Dahl the Christopher Dahl Academy of Space Art for people who want to draw and paint good. I keep going back to Zoolander. It keeps getting me. So yes. All right, let me show you what I got here. I have my palette. I have the palette. Let's fling on over. I've got the old bit here. Let me see if I can't pull this on up. This worked out okay the last time. It's just heavy. So, our paints tonight, and I will be going into this. Pretty much the standard palette, oil paints across the board. I have my blues over in this group over here. So I've got ultramarine, phthalo, and we're going to do some cerulean blue, because we're going to do some skies here. I'm investigating two greens. I've got sap green and viridian green over here. I'm also laying out my yellows. I've got my cool yellow, the Hansa, plus a warm, which is actually a cadmium medium yellow hue. It's working out good. A little Indian yellow, which is really kind of more orange, and then I've got my earth tones. The burnt sienna, raw sienna, burnt umber are my choice tonight. Two magentas, the quinacridone, and the alizarin crimson, plus some white. I'm reserving the reds. I have some reds on reserve. I've got a couple of cadmiums and an orange that I might introduce later. You're slightly buzzed and relaxed in the age of drama and despair. Yes. Yeah, it's, yeah, right. I keep laughing. Like, what were you doing at the end of the world? Well, painting spaceships and living with about 20 cats. That's the way I'm going to go. Crystal teaches you not to paint like shit. Bam! We got it. Yes. Oh, hey, Andrew. How you doing there? Andrew, Anyone Designs. How you doing tonight? Happy Saturday night. Greetings. Live on a Saturday, right? I'm not opposed to shifting nights up and days. So just this week, it turned out that we've got some, we had some power issues. And power is very important. Yes, of course. Crystal teaches you how to fling stars. Exactly. Hey, Rhonda, how you doing? Star flinging for sure, absolutely, because it's different in every meet. I swear, I go to fling stars with oil paint, and I hate it. I have yet to get a good mixture that I like with oil paint, but with acrylic and casein, I'm okay. Yes, exactly. I've been debating. Because and actually now you hear, Roddy, you keep asking for the UFO cow abduction. I've had a UFO scene I've wanted to try for a long time, and I'm super nervous about doing it here, but I'm going to try it anyway because I don't know, it'll be fun. It's going to be fun. There will be cows and UFOs. There will be cows and aliens involved. We'll see how this goes, but have a little touch to it. Anyhow, haha, happy times. So I've got a 16-inch by 20-inch canvas here today. This is actually here. Let me pop my face off. It's actually it's not a great canvas. I've got some texture out here. I kind of screwed this one up a little bit, but I'm gonna make use of this anyway. We're gonna have like we'll get into it. The texture here will become part of it, part of the thing. Let's see. So yeah. I think Wes. Let's see. We gotten you on the. Usually Fridays is the Southwest restaurant, if I'm not mistaken, Mexican Southwest restaurant. So what was tonight? And cows. I actually had to look up a Holstein just to remember kind of what the shapes were. I mean, you can picture them in my head, but as you can imagine, I do not render cows very often, so that was kind of exciting. All right, well let me get a little mix up here. So again, using oils. My disclaimer to anybody using oils: please make sure that you always have some airflow going through, especially when you're using anything with solvents. And the only thing I'm using with solvents today is this Liquid Original. I'm going to use that. It's great. It helps. Instead of water, of course, with oils, with acrylics, you would water them down with water. With acrylics, or oils, you want to use either the oil itself, which takes forever to dry, or liquid, which is really great. So yeah, I would love to see a UFO cow abduction where they have to use a physical sling instead of a ray. I've kind of seen a few like that. It's like. So the sling like they had in the beginning of or the middle of the Jurassic Park when they feed the cow to the raptors, which is horrific, by the way, but obviously a fire for effect kind of scene, right? Okay, I need a good drawing color. So what am I gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do sort of a mid-tone gray here. I've taken 4 to 5 years of art classes, and the cow alien abduction is all I could draw. Right? We'll get that part. We'll get that part in for the official award, and part of the diploma, of course, will be based on how well you can depict a cow abduction by aliens. I take this very seriously. Yes, I love to see Space Frog rescuing a cow from abduction. There's a. I have this like theory that the cows are being abducted just because the aliens love taking pets to different planets, and so they basically take the cows to a gigantic field on whatever their home planet is and just let them live. That's all. Save time and money well spent. Yes, awesome. All right, let me get myself a gray here. I'm actually going to go a little. I'm going to start with a. See, again, I need it. It's going to be a little lighter, but that's okay. We'll pull this one out. I want that little cerulean blue. Cerulean. There we go. And a touch of my alizarin crimson today. There we go. Yeah. Wanted kind of just a muddy, maybe orange tinted line going on right here. And this is going to do the trick. This will do the trick. Still a little bit. There we are. Yeah, need to neutralize it with a little phthalo and bring a touch of white in. I'm working on getting a palette camera into the mix here. I swear. It'll happen. It'll happen again. Really 2 cameras is the most I can do in my current setup without things falling apart. Anyway, there we are. Okay. All right. My palette knife foo, if you will. I'm getting there. We're getting there. Let's see how it goes. Alrighty, got milk, right? There we go. Aliens love steak. I did a really weird live stream painting. I maybe some of you remember it. I don't know. One of my first or second years that I was doing this. Probably the second. It was actually it was like this weird praying mantis, like an insectoid alien that looked like a walking bipedal praying mantis, right? And it had a human, like a pet, which is hilarious. That was the funny part. At least funny to me. Hang on, I gotta make a little move here. It's gonna make noise. There we go. It was like walking it like a dog, right? Which also got me thinking maybe the aliens are actually, maybe the aliens themselves are just kidnapping things for pets. The Holstein's art was adorable. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. Or even the cows making tools from the Far Side, which is hilarious. All right, let me just kind of get this on here. I guess I've got a color that would most likely be called a mauve. That it looks like something Maybelline would have probably done. We'll see. All right, so let's get into the scene here. I want this to be a hillside of some kind because it has this texture. Yeah, I screwed up. I screwed up the. Let me get my face out of the way. There we go. I kind of screwed up this the gesso on this canvas. There's actually a couple of marks on it that I'm just going to work around. We'll see how this goes. I just have a round. I have a round brush here. Let me make sure. Ooh, sorry, folks. I didn't really do a focus check. Bear with me for a second. Focus, focus, focus. All right, here we go. There we go. There we go. I do love being able to get in that close to the painting though. That's pretty cool. Now let's pull it back out. Pull it back out. Make sure I got it. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah. All right. Focus, you idiot. Right. All right. And back to it. Yeah, I just keep I focusing these things on the fly sometimes. I don't know. I don't have a good setup for that yet. Well, we're getting better. We're getting better, folks. That's the thing. All right. Into it now. I have to like talk out of the side of my mouth so I can actually get the microphone. All right. I'm just kind of using this paint. I'm thinning it down a lot, actually. I'm just using it to get a I'm using it like a pen, if you will, right? So I want this to be like a hillside, right? Oh, you got a picture in the Discord of the prop you're working on. Oh, thank you, Mediocre. I will take a look at it. Very cool. And we're going to have some distance. We're going to have a distant valley here, right? And then we'll have some hills on the other side of the valley. Really far distant into the distance here. Which is going to give us all this room for sky. And maybe we'll have the... I'm just letting my brain's going into drawing mode here for a second. So I do want to be able to like have the... There we go. So we'll put the cow there. We'll put the cow here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Actually, it's not. It's yeah. Yeah. Cool. And now we'll see how this goes out here. So at this stage of the game, I'm just kind of working on getting in the shapes, right? And I'm trying to do this in a way where, like, if I put this paint down, it's not that thick. Yeah, it is a little too thick over here. This whole area is kind of going to be shadow because the light's coming in this way. So we're sort of in a, you know, we've got this cow's just wandering around. It's a little hilly, right? It's a little hilly. So this isn't like a Michigan farm. This is, yeah. Highland cow. There we go. Highland cow. Yes. I also did want to have a tree line back here. So I kind of want... let's see. And I'll work this texture here into the landscape, right? Alrighty. And we'll this is my attempts at a cow, right? Okay, I'm getting vaguely cow shapes, right? What do you think? Chat, what do you think? Are we getting close to cow shape? Reasonably close. Yeah, there we go. Much more Bob Ross. We'll have a it'll have a friend. It has a little friend down here. Yes, exactly. Here, actually, while I'm doing this, I kind of want to. I'm gonna grab a thicker round brush. I want this. Look, I'm already editing my picture. No, I want this. I want this thinned out just a little bit. Um, yeah. There we go. Highland cows. Very much so. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. I love cows too. Yeah, cows are awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and so what you're seeing this week, folks, is a I'm going to start being more upfront about the process I'm going through as an artist as I paint these paintings because really since I started the live stream, I consider myself a student of fine art of painting, and every year I sort of take on kind of a meta subject, if you will. I treat every year that I'm doing this as sort of another year in the master's program, if you will, of my own design. Got to drop picture in Discord that relates. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Oh, I thought you were going to say Highland cows are the tastiest. Well, of course they are. Yeah. So this year, obviously the oils is a big thing in terms of coming back to the medium itself, but also the approach to how to use the oils, how to lay out the scenes, and there's a few permutations to it. I'm working on some of the color mixing, bringing down those saturated colors to bring it more to a realistic palette. So there's a lot of little things that I'm working on with this, and I haven't done a lot of this style of painting in a long time. As much as I love the smaller works, this to me has just been kind of where I wanted to go with it anyway. So we're just gonna get a little taste of it as we go. Yeah. So there we are. I have been what do I say? I've been giving myself assignments, right, to this end. I actually have not taken a course this year. I didn't take actually I don't think I took one. Yeah, I took a couple last year, right? I sometimes I will ante up for a course. I will find an artist that I like. Andrew Tischler comes to mind. He does a lot of amazing landscapes out of New Zealand, and he's kind of doing his own school thing too. And I keep forgetting about the. Yeah, I'll bring. There's another gentleman I followed for a long time. I've had his. I took a course on the underpaintings, the whole bit of underpaintings and why you do them. Yeah, Paul. I'll remember your name. Paul. Yeah. Anyway, and all of those have actually really helped. They've helped me anyway. Kind of breaking out what I'm doing, right? All right. We're gonna do another. I just want to stump in some scenery here. I'm imagining that oh, that's a little. I gotta darken the. Oh, wrong end. Wrong end. I gotta darken this back up a little bit. Yeah, bring in the edge of the field. There we go. So yeah, so the sun's hitting this, and now what we're gonna need in the sky above. Let's do. We're gonna introduce our UFO. I believe it might be the artist Daryl K. Sweet that sort of did this. Did a scene like this. I'm sure I'm gonna screw up the something out of it, but it'll be a good homage nonetheless. Okay, so let's get the shape in here. I would like this to be. It's gonna be a kind of a maybe a wider egg shape UFO, right? At least for me. So we're gonna start from on up here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There's our UFO shape. Thank you very much. All right, cool, cool. Oh, look at that. I had some more room there. Yay! So this is gonna be a reflective metal UFO. So we're gonna get some stuff going on in here that's a little funky, right? Um, there will be some detail on it, but yeah, delta, yeah, the deltoid pumpkin seed, exactly. Yes. It will have. It's going to have some windows. Oh, I did not mean to necessarily do that. There we go. It's a very weird shape. But maybe I'll change my mind on some of these details. Maybe this is a bigger window. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this a bigger window. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to get this sort of paraboloid shape of what's going on below. So this thing's going to be like, cow's going to be like there, with their pal right over there. Cow, 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 cow. Tree line, wrapping around. And then you get a compressed skyline, right? I used to do one of the first things I learned as an industrial design student was sort of the principles of how to do the basic chrome. That's sort of where this is going to go. Now, if I can pull this off, if I can pull this off, this should be pretty fun. We're going to get a hot spot up here. And then, yeah. I think that I've got something going on here. I think I need to bring this back just a touch. Yeah. And maybe I'll have a couple more in. We'll render the sky so it feels like it's all part of the whole thing. Um, yeah. So there will be a couple of UFOs, right? Is that reflective like in Starman? Yes, that's where we're going for, Wes. You say we're going to introduce a moon? Oh, no, 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 no. I was a moon. Oh, I'm following you. Good one. Good one. Yeah, I approve of that madness. Exactly. Let me slide this on over there. There we go. Now we can kind of get my face into the mix there. Very cool. All right. Doing a little cleanup on the old palette here. Making some room for what's next. All right, what is next anyway? I have no idea. So now, the thing I got to do is... I think I got to work out the sky. Flight of the Navigator. Right, exactly. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Greetings. The Flight of the Navigator. That's funny. I way back in 1994 or so, I actually Stephanie and I both went. We went to Disney World back when they had the MGM Studio Tour. A lot of vehicles were parked in the back lot of the Studio Tour that were used in movies. The Blade Runner spinner, one of the hero ones, was just sitting out in the sun with Deckard's car rotting away, and I couldn't get out of the little vehicle to go walk up to it. It was really annoying. But what made me think about it is that big steel, it looked like it was made out of steel. It was a crazy metal UFO from the Flight of the Navigator movie that was also chrome. Pretty crazy. Shiny. Need to go back and watch both of those movies. Yeah. I haven't seen that in so long. Not at all. Oh, I'm gonna work up some sky tone. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Work up some sky, and hopefully I have enough of this. Let's just see if we can do this. All right, we're going in with the cerulean, and we will neutralize it a touch. A little touch of orange. There we go. A little touch of Indian yellow is what they're going to call it, but we're going to see if we can't. Oh, I have some orange in here. Let's just use that. There we go. Oh, that's really nice, actually. That neutralized my sky quite well. Okay, cool. Maybe a little too well. Get some more blue back into it. Hate it when that happens. All right, come back here. I'm just guessing on the tones. I haven't done anything with this scene in terms of preparation. We're really just I'm just going for it, right? Which often is how I do these things. Sometimes I'll have an idea in my head idea in my head before I start the live stream, but oftentimes I'm just going for it. Blank canvas. Yeah, you're getting the full version. You're getting the yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? All right, I am going to go ahead and get a little bit of. I don't want the round brush. I need a flat. I'm going for a flat brush. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna go with a. I'm picking my brushes. I got an angle brush. I think I'm going to go for my angle brush. Yeah, let's do that. All right. I'm going to start in with my color, and we'll just see how it goes. Breaks my heart when these props just sit out there and deteriorate. Yeah, it's there was literally, at least I like to think anyway, at least it got placed in the MGM Studio Tour, so they were not dead, right? Actually, both of the Blade Runner props, the Blade Runner cars, all ended up being sold into private hands. I think I think the Blade Runner ones are in Japan right now. Okay, so I've kind of got a green going on here. My brush is a little stiff right now. I gotta work this in. It's really unfortunate. I cleaned it, but I didn't like really give it a proper flex and everything. Needs a little conditioning. We'll get this on here. There we go. This is a pretty green gray, so I am actually going to bump this up a bunch. Let's just see if I can't get a little bit of this in here. There we go. Yeah. There we go. A little more of my blue. That's all it took. I'm making this up as I go, folks. The camper from Christmas Vacation is here in Medina. Oh, God. I will... Oh, no, I just dropped all my paints. Ah! Hold on a second. Slight emergency. Oh, I literally dropped all my paints. I always, as a former motorhome owner at this point, I was always a little worried about being that guy, right? Like being cousin Eddie with the motorhome. I mean, easy to do, right? Growing up in Illinois, I got real familiar with that color. Hey, same Michigan, right? This is Illinois. Yep, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana. I know this. I know that winter color very well. Exactly. All right, I am going to do a little thing here. Let me just kind of work this on in. My brush isn't very soft today. I did not properly clean my brush, I fear. All right, there we go. I'm abusing my brushes. This is a very dry canvas I'm working on right now too. If I could make this a lot easier on myself if I sort of oiled it out a little bit, is what they call it. But once I get this on here, it should be okay. Really, what I'm doing a lot of times, this will be referred to as the block-in phase anyway. So we will have a chance to nicen this up. It is picking up a lot of that brown that's going on around it here. Boom. There was a DeLorean at the Universal lot a couple years ago. I know it was many people's favorite. Yes, I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I like that stupid car. The problem they were having with DeLoreans though is that you drive them down the road, right? And the car would just suck up all the white lines off the road. It was getting to be a real problem, especially in LA. No way you guys are going to let me get away with that. Not a chance. Not a chance that you're going to let me get away with that shit. No. All right, here, hold on. Let me just get. I want this down here. I thought this was a primed canvas, but it's acting like it's not primed very well. So maybe I didn't do a very good job of it. Oh well. We'll get it. We'll get there. I used to really worry about some of these paintings when I was working on them because it's kind of like, oh my god, how can I can't even stand looking at it. But the reality is any one of these paintings is also like a work in progress. So there you go. All right. Okay. Let me see if I can't. I'm dying to see if I can nicen this up. Yeah, there we go. This paint's gone on very, very thin, very thin. So I'm definitely gonna need to do like some pretty serious working up of this, working up of the color and thickness there. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's getting a little bit. That's getting in there. We're gonna get some good color on this. Now there's going to be a little bit of a color shift inside the reflected point of this of the spacecraft. Because nothing's 100% reflective, right? You're going to get it's kind of like it acts like a reflective lens, right? You're going to get some permutation of a color shift of some kind. The Emperor's landing ship in Dune Part 2 is a very good example of this. When that comes down, and they did a spectacular job on the reflectivity of that, by the way. It was a lot of fun. Great scene. Really great scene, seriously. Mark says, some of what I consider my worst paintings were snapped up by people who absolutely love the color and technique. Seriously, it's really funny. We are our own worst enemies about that. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I love that. That's happened to me, actually. I've done a couple, even on my live stream, where like, hey, that was kind of fun. It was a little different. Like I did an abstract a little over a year and a half ago. And actually, someone picked it up. I don't remember who picked it up, but I thought it was really cool that someone wanted it enough to buy it, and I kept thinking I gotta come back to this, I gotta do more, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun when I like it when a plan comes together. Let's put it that way. Yeah. I've been noticing that the horizon goes green. Like the yellow gets to the horizon a little bit on these daytime shots. So a little bit of this is practicing daytime gradients as well. I can still see the background ships. I'm just going to let this get covered up. Ooh, you know what I should do? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Yeah, okay, cool. Hang tight, everybody. I got this. I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. He doesn't know what he's doing. I'm going to take some liquid, kind of get this generalized blue that I have left on the board here. Slight touch of my brown that I used to draw this. The nice thing is I am picking up bits of this color, and it helps to neutralize the blue in a nice way, actually. Yeah. Okay, so now, getting inside the ship here, I've painted the sky up here. The sky in this shape is going to be a compressed kidney bean shape, I guess you could say. And it'll be blue right in here. I think I've been heavy-handed in my painting. A bad habit, I think, that I got from working with acrylics, which is easy to do. And there's a subtlety with oil paints that I was missing desperately. And there we go. Once you kind of see it, it starts coming clear. It's really fun. Really fun. Okay, I need a darker blue now, so I'm going to grab a little bit of ultramarine, a little bit of my blue green. There we go. And a little bit more ultramarine. There we go. And a little liquid. There we are. There we go. Hey, this is actually kind of working. Okay, this is working. This is working better than I thought. I'm not going to claim complete victory on this by any means. Don't get me wrong. It's trending a little dark on the brush here. Yeah, we're kind of getting there. I'll finesse it as we go. All right. Nope. Wrong. Nope. Don't do that, Chris. Don't do that again. Okay, I won't do that again. Crap. I want it a little brighter. Okay, I actually think that the top might be going too dark, but I will change that as I get in there. All right, next thing I want to do, because I have my sky colors, I want to get in this mountain range back here, and I'm going to do it with a little bit of the sky color mixed in with this brownish tone, which I know since you can't see it, I'm just kind of describing something. It's not so great, but let me see if I can't work this in. Yeah, that's helping. That's getting there. And I don't really mind it mixing in with that. Like I said, this background being kind of in the orange range, when you start introducing any amount of blue to it, it'll neutralize nicely, um, and push those hills back into the distance. Yeah, there we go. And what we'll have is kind of a grassy valley in here that'll be differentiated enough from this so that we'll notice it. Yeah. Hello. Pretty fun, I might say. There we go. Just to get some stuff in there. I might have the geometry on this wrong. This might actually curve out more here. So I might have to play with that a bit. I don't know. I can do it right now. Does that work? Yeah, that's kind of working. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I was wrong out here, so I got to do kind of a thing like that. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. And then we'll start getting in some darker colors to it, and I can detail some things up with it eventually. Eventually. There we go. All right. This is a challenging painting. I'm going to tell you right now, folks. This is actually a challenging one to do. What kind of free work do you think you're going to get out of this anyway? No. Alrighty, here we go. Da 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 da. Yeah, you'll probably, if you looked it up, I'm pretty certain it's Daryl K. Sweet. He's got a UFO kind of approaching a family on a grassy hillside, and the UFO is very reflective, right? So that is definitely kind of where I was going with this. Oh my God, I've got paint all. Oh man, oh I did it. I got paint all over my hands. I did the thing. Yeah, well, there we go. Tell you what, I am not very good at tonight. I'm not very good at my maintaining my the integrity of my hands. There we go. All right. Paint on the hands. Annoying as it is. Hey, there we go. Okay, everyone. So, thanks for joining. I'm just going to take a second and kind of clean up my palette a little bit. And, Yeah, so far so good. We are having ourselves an exotic alien meets bovine on a hillside scenes here. Isn't Steven Spielberg? Yeah, Steven Spielberg's got another UFO movie coming up. Disclosure. Disclosure. Hey, anybody hear anything about Disclosure? Are we talking a good one, or is it gonna just be kind of oh god? No, it's Steven Spielberg. How bad could it be? It's Steven Spielberg doing Aliens. How bad could it be, right? So yeah, let me know what you think. I am gonna I have to stop for a second to take a break. I am going to head out. I will be right back, and we will continue filling in some of the rest of the scene here. So don't go away. Thanks for joining. We're gonna push through on this one tonight. Do the best we can with it. All right, let me set this up so I don't have any confusion about what I have used and what I have not. There, and there. Okay, cool. All right, I will leave this to you. Give me 5 minutes, and we shall return. Cheers, everyone. Alrighty, here we go. We are right back to it. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm Christopher Dahl, space artist. Space art by Christopher Dahl live stream on a Saturday night tonight. And we are doing a, one of these, UFO and cow abduction scene. There we go. Hope everyone's having a good time tonight. How we doing here? We got some things going. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can push through, and we'll get this to a point. All right. I think what I'm gonna do next, we've got a little block in of some sky and stuff. It's a little patchy up here, right? Like if you were, I don't want to get graded on the brush texture. It's pretty bad, but yeah. I feel like this is definitely a painting that will require some like a second pass. I'm liking this one, which is really fun. All right. So on my palette, I've got a couple of greens. I want to get kind of a pale, like if you look at farmland, especially like in a distance, you know, it's green grass. Well, you know, there's like 100 different shades of what you're going to call green. So let me see if I can't work some in here. Usually when I do greens, I'll mix them myself. I have a lot of blue in my brush right now from the sky. Sorry, it's sniffly. It's also pollen season. I'm going to be sitting there sniffling like an idiot. But so I'm going to work on trying to kind of come up with a color that seems to make the most sense to me here for this area. Let me come in with this. That's a little dark. That's a little dark. Let me actually, let's lighten it up with some yellow. There we go. There's a stretch in Woodinville up to Snohomish out in Washington State by where we used to live that you would drive. There were these great valleys that were dedicated valleys. What was the color I just used? I just grabbed the thing. Gosh darn it. Okay, cool. We'll try it again. There we go. That was what it is. A lot of farming. A lot of farming up there. It's pretty cool. There we go. Yeah, that's very hot color though. I don't like that part. I need to tone that down a bunch. Let's see. If I'm gonna do some blue, I'm gonna do some blue. There we go. Yeah. There we go. And getting some marks in there to make it look a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, so I've got kind of, this is a pretty okay in terms of that gray. I'm going to test my sap green in here. I want some of this in on this. Just enough to get a little hint of it. A little too bright. Okay, maybe not so much. Well, you get rolling prairie in the summertime, where it's kind of like there's more of this ochre color than anything else. And there we go. Yeah. All right. I feel like that's a good stump in. So let me work on next here. We'll just shove this on over. There we go. All right. I'm actually going to need some more of the old liquid here. Okay, well, there we go. All right. This is a bright sunny hillside, so I kind of want to see... Yeah, this is actually closer to this color over here. That's what I wanted this to be. A little darker. And actually... needs to be more touch more magenta. Because no hill is exactly flat, right? Ba-da-ba-boo. Maybe a mushroom cloud in the background. Rescue the cows from a bomb test. I love that. That would be me. Hey, get out of here, guys. Humans, they're doing something stupid again. And the cows are like, huh, again? There's nothing on my sleeve. Presto. Ooh, wrong hat. No. Okay, now bright grass is going to be a challenge for me, right? So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, disclosure. That's the one I was thinking of. I'm not yeah, I don't know what to think of that. I don't know. I keep seeing the previews, right? I keep seeing the previews. Getting my shadows in here. There we go. And I just don't know. We'll see. Ooh, that's a beautiful color. Keep darkening it up a little bit here. There we are. Okay. And this cow here is like going, oh crap, not again, right? Like not again. Do we have to put up with this again? To be eaten and kidnapped by aliens? The cows are the aliens. It's a retrieval mission. I believe that. I really do. All right, we're gonna try something exciting here. All right. That green feels very hot. Undercover cows, exactly. they're all part of they're all part of the MIB Men in Black crew, right? So at any point, Will Smith and oh, what the heck's his name from? Yeah, you know the guy. Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be tricky. Okay, so yeah, all right. I forget. I'm working in greens now, and I'm forgetting. I have to go much lighter, much lighter. I'm not gonna do it with white, but I'm gonna do some with white. Okay, cool, much better. Yeah. I'm gonna chase this line right here. Wow, this is kind of. This might be getting out of hand. Someone was asking me. Maybe it was last time. I don't. Maybe yeah. Do I always do a color test? Maybe it was on the maybe it was the Patreon live stream. Do I always do a color test? So when I'm doing the live streams like this, right? I'm just kind of going for it. Sometimes I'll have an idea in mind. I think I touched on this earlier. Sometimes I don't. Tonight I really don't. I'm playing this by ear. But as you can see, I kind of wish I had delineated this color. I kind of wish I delineated this green more with the back. I'm going to have to work this some more. But I at least got this one grayed down properly. Yeah, that's all right. This is what we're doing. We're doing the block in. That's the big goal. What's the block in? The block in is when you just want to get all of your canvas covered, so you can start assessing where to go. Oh, that was the wrong color. That was the wrong color. Very much the wrong color. Yeah, block in just like it sounds. You just want to get a bunch of stuff in. You want to block in your painting so you can kind of see it. And it makes a difference. It really does. At least for me. There we go. So yeah, at least I've got it covered. All right. And then we'll come in and get some get some indication of the hillsides here. But I am liking I'm liking the sap green. That's pretty cool. Good components. It's a very treacherous hill for these cows, right? All right. Similarly, I want to get the trees. I need to get the trees in here. So let's get a good color for trees. And yeah. Oh, let me go in on here. I'm kind of envisioning sort of the upper Midwest, Michigan, Pennsylvania kind of tree. These are not deciduous trees of the Pacific Northwest. Even though I was talking about the Snohomish area, no, this is more of a Midwest sort of forest, right? Yeah, I want to get the dark. Not dark. Is that dark enough? It might be dark enough. Well, we'll find out. Well, it'll be dark enough. It'll be dark enough, right? Kind of gonna get the tree line here. All right, I'm going to switch up my brush again because I'm kind of done with this one. Let's see, do I have anything here? Yeah, I can do this one here. All right, cool. That's a good color for the shadows, though. Darken the shadows up. It's a very weird painting. Mad. Yes, the mad cow. All right. Pick up some of my green here. Oh no, that was my dark green. Oh no, it was too much dark green. I'm simplifying the shapes and the tones in here, right? Just to get them in here. But it's coming together. Yeah, finally. Hey, Dave, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing a Saturday stream, making it easier on you. Hope. How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, we got a good turnout for my Saturday night. As always, let me know if you would prefer seeing like an Saturday evening stream, or whatever. I'm up to changing things. I don't mind. It's not like I don't have the option, right? So yeah. So now you got here just in time. We're doing the block in of this scene, right? And by block in, I was explaining. So now we have mostly the necessary components here covered with color, so we kind of can see now the scene, right? We can see where we're going. I know I don't have to. I gotta block in the cows. I'm going to a different. I'm going back to my small brush so I can get the cow detail in and the remainder of the trees. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do the remainder of the trees first. I'm gonna get a little bit of a. Yeah, there we go. And okay. So I can get these in here. That one's a little too yellow, but that's okay. We'll I'm kind of coming in with some of the warmer colors on the trees first before I get into the greens, because I do want the green highlights to be in there as well. But if you ever look at a tree line, you know it depends on how regular the forest is, right, or how varied the trees are. You're gonna get a range of these colors. Okay, let's see here. I would like this back in. This. I'm introducing more of the green in here. It's kind. I'm in danger of this going really muddy though, and I don't like that. It's okay. Getting my head right in the way. Gosh darn it! There we go. Hey. Okay, so now I need to go darker again. That's cool. I can do that. Let's get a little bit of this. Yeah, there we are. Good one. I'm making apple pastries for Mother's Day here. Ooh, that's really cool. In New Zealand. Yeah, so you're getting Mother's Day earlier than us. Yes, fantastic. Ooh, I like that idea. Apple pastries. Oh my gosh, I love it. Stephanie and I were just lamenting how we used to have a bakery, right? So we used to run our own bakery, and that was cool. But the thing they don't tell you so much, it's pretty funny when you own a food joint. You always have all the components to make something really cool, right? It's really fun. I miss that about having our own shop, right? Although I was laughing about it because like, okay, at any time we can make ourselves apple pies and chocolate chip cookies and all the other fun things. And then, but you never want to, right? So you've got all the stuff to do it. You just don't want to do it. 2018 style. Hey, there we go. Hey, it says right. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. Yes, if you like the stream. Oh, this is not your normal palette. No, it is not. Not at all. I am. We're going for it. Yeah, we're going crazy here today. Oh, I went a little too green on that one, but that's okay. We'll get some bits into it. Not only the palette, but I'm kind of working some. I'm kind of working some impressionist stuff going on here, just to sort of, you know, hint at the things going on there. Yes. Now I'm gonna need a little bit of that. One of these. Having fun is what we're doing. We're having a fun time. Yes. And of course, getting the tree line here with some trunks and things, just to sort of make it look less like it's actually. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I went a little over there. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just give it. Yeah, we'll adjust. We'll adjust. Help us reinforce the direction of the sun here. I'll stop being blobby in just a minute, but I have to get in. I have to. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. The darker shadows. It was throwing me off that the thing was a little too. That's what I'm looking for. A little too. Well, it wasn't enough contrast. The trees are close enough to where I'd get contrast, right? So there we go. So yeah, there we are. We're going to get some contrast to those. Cool. All right. Well, you know, it kind of just looks like a shambling mound of mushrooms right now. But eventually this will take on tree-like qualities. We hope. We hope. There's always hope, sir. All right. There we go. Sort of not quite catching this really very well, right? It needs to sort of, yeah, okay, there we go. I'm just picturing all the times I've been in and around a forest, and then I still have the sloppy bit right here that's from the palette. I've actually preserved that pretty well. Okay, I want to match some of the dark tones in here, so I need to get this into... There we go. Excuse me. Ah, there we are. Yeah. It's actually such a good dark. I should use that. Okay, I'm gonna mix up some more of this dark for my arbovinoids. Right? Right. A little bit of this. Okay, and then we got to get our little indication of our dudes in here. Get a couple of those there, and then wait, hold on. I gotta look at my. If I do not look at a picture of a Holstein, I'm gonna have a problem, right? So there we go. Do I not have one? There we go. All right. So none of them are actually looking exactly. This is kind of one of these. And the ears are black, and the head. Yeah, there we go. There we are. Gonna get that in there. The weird thing is, I'm trying to draw this animal that has spots. Yeah, I know, right? It's all good. It's all good. And yeah, there we are. Head, other ear. Because, you know, it's just going to be looking at it, right? Looking at the UFO. And this one, I want to get this and this down to there. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, cows are blobby. Yeah, they're a little blobby. Yeah, it'll come together. It'll come together in post. Right? Right. Oh yeah, there we go. That's gonna. We're getting there. In groups, it acts like camouflage. Heads, yes, heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Exactly. So we gotta have this one here. It's gonna have a tail, and then the rest of the leg coming down. I kind of messed this part up, but that's okay. We'll. They're gonna be yeah. Actually, let's do. They're kind of gonna be. It'll look. Someone's gonna be like, "You just did AI cows." That's it. I went out of my way to paint AI cows. Is what I did. God. All right. And then we just kind of get a little bit of spottiness in there. I want to, since I went really dark down here, I need to have a little matching up in the details up on this thing. So we need our window. There we go. Need it a little dark. Darker than that. Here, give me some more paint. Give me some more paint, folks. All right. All right. Neutralize me. There we go. Yeah, I think I like that better. We're going to get a couple of windows. Alien cows. They were proven right. Yeah, I might have made a mistake on that side. That's all right. We'll work it out. And you can just kind of start adding little components in there that'll help make it read like a ship. It's going to have like some indication of hull panels on it, right? There we go. And this, I'm getting in the dark lines. What's going to happen is once I get like my hot spots, my whites, this will look like the goal is to make them look like panel lines. Although they're just really thick as F. They're way too thick for that. That's okay. Well, it'll give it some, make it look a little bit alive. Here we go. I'm actually having some fun with this, to be honest with you. To be entirely honest. All right. Boom. All right, there we go. I am going to see if I can't work up the lighter color of the cows. Yeah. There we go. I'm absolutely going to need a different brush to do this, and I don't think I have another short round. I don't have another short round brush. Yes, I do. I've got a short round, right. I've got a short flat. There we go. All right. Let me get rid of this. I am ready to just buy a whole bunch of new brushes. Let me tell you, folks. I think I have beaten these up enough. I'm overdue for a little batch of brushes. All right, I'm just gonna work in some color here. The cats are wrecking something out there. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. Enough of that. All right. Let's try to get in something that isn't just straight white for the cows here. There we go. I probably went a little too yellow for the white parts of the cow, but that's okay. It'll work out. It'll work out in the end. Here we are. Bum, ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. Mm-hmm. I did it again. I did it again, folks. Right. Um. Okay. So. I'm gonna try to put a little hint of the other ones in here, the other UFOs in there. There we go. I'm gonna try to put in a little indication of the brighten that up out there. All right, we're gonna keep working this until I get it where I want it. Exactly where I want it. Oh, that's what I gotta do. Yeah, I think I'll believe getting this much lighter across the top. Okay, that's what I'm liking this better. Yeah, going the lighter like that. Sorry, Chris. No kibble for me this week. Teddy with paintbrushes. Yeah. Sorry, kids. Yes, the cats will just have to put up with it. Right. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. That one wasn't what I wanted to do. Went right through it. Went right through the paint. I have to check something. Is it raining outside? Oh, hang on, folks. It sounds like thunder. I swear. Hold on a second. Huh. Crazy. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, we have like full on thunder. Holy crap. There's there's like full I thought it was the cats playing outside. There's full on thunder going on. Oh, it's loud too. Holy crap. I thought the cats were at my door just like knocking stuff around, but then I went out and looked and it's like full on raining and I'm hearing very loud thunder. It's great. I'm not scared or anything like that, but yeah. It's just funny. No wonder. Anyway, yes. All right. Too fun. Anyhow, welcome to the thunderstorm show. If your stream ends abruptly. Uh hmm. Hang tight, folks. Let me just take a peek at this. This is crazy. Where's my phone? It's definitely a full on thunderstorm. There's a lot of it. Lightning alert. Yeah, there's like 50 lightning strikes outside the last 10 minutes. That's okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna keep going a little bit on this though, because what's a little lightning? Well, who cares, right? Who cares? All right, I'm gonna get some nice fun bits in this, and I'll get it to a point, and we'll wrap it up. Still sunny and warm there. It's registering on the microphone. You just don't know if you can hear it. All right. That's just funny. All right, let's get back into this. What I wanted to do is paint my camera. Huh. Paint my camera and my shirt. That's what I do all the time. This is the important things. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, if the stream goes out, that's why. The power's been nuts. It went out again today, by the way, like an hour before the stream. It was crazy. All right, let me pull this together a little bit. So, oh, I just saw lightning. Yeah. I'll bet you heard that. So yeah, we're just gonna get some hints of this in. Yeah, there we go. These little, I'm doing little highlights that are catching panels on this thing. That's what's going on here. There we go. Oh no, my camera keeps dropping. Haha. Damn camera. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll just do that then. Heard it. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm telling you, it's really nuts. There we go. Bum, 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 okay, that's what I want. I know what I want to use the red for. Hang on. Yeah. I want a little red in this. You heard that in New Zealand. I know. Hey, we're not kidding around. I will tell you the storms in the area where I live in, pretty epic. You get the Midwestern United States here, a lot of flat land, storms build up, energy, yeah, all that, all the above. We're gonna get a little red in here. Gonna get a little red eye. There we go. Now we're gonna get that'll add a little tone to it. And just like that, it kind of cloaked up. I thought it was the cats. I'm not gonna lie, people. I seriously thought that was the cats just messing with stuff. Man, I tell you, that's crazy. There we go. So it's got a red eye, right? It's like a Cylon. Yeah, there we go. Oh my God, there it goes again. Crazy. Okay. Right. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Wow, this actually has been a fun painting to work on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a grand time with this. Um, it's a little different than what I would usually do, right? That's okay. I'm just working this green's a little bit hot, so I'm trying to tone it down. Hope you're not grounded. Hey, you know how well my how oh man, that scared the shit out of me. Hey, greetings. Hey, thanks for the sub. The alert was really loud. Sorry. Apparently my sub alert. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Apparently I'm getting thunderstorm noises here, so there you go. Excellent. So yeah, for any new subs now, you're getting greeted with lightning and thunder. That's funny. Oh man. But there is complexity in grass, right? So it's never all the same tones. I'm trying to tone that up a little bit. Actually, that's what I need. I need a little brighter up here. Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. Just to give it, I'm almost rendering this like a dune, right? Isn't that crazy? I need to break this up now. So let's just get that in there. If you Christmas up at BL, Phil, some of Salvador Dali's La Marina. Oh, very cool. And Diego Velasquez, because of the reflection. Thank you. No, you're. I appreciate that a lot. You're a lot of what we're, the genre paintings, right, for books and things, were people that studied the masters, and I think a lot of the techniques are kind of there. I appreciate that. I have I've wanted to sort of level up my painting for a long time, and I I know there are people that knew me back when I first started doing this who were like going, "This guy's full of shit. He's never going to do this." What the heck? But not that they were mean about it, it's just that they were probably more realistic than me. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm enjoying the exploration, right? I am absolutely enjoying the exploration. That's what I needed, was a little bit of the edge here. And yeah, I haven't even hinted at what's going on in the foreground. It's just stuff, right? So, um, kind of trying to just break it up a little bit here. What I really need to do is study some photos of pastures to see how the stuff lay, how the grass lays, right? Probably not should be doing it with a flat brush like this. What I really need to do is kind of, what can I come in with here that would do something fun? Let's see. Oh, I can actually do this. I'll see if I can get my fan brush. Almost forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to get the baby ships. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Just kind of getting some hints of some grass in here. At least in the foreground, right? Thank you for that, Rhonda. I will absolutely get some detail on the ships too, for sure. There we go. Just kind of giving it some stuff there. Fan brush. I don't use the fan brush enough. I like it. I gotta come in and use the old fan brush. Yeah. There we go. Just to get a little bit of stuff going on. Oh, I'm having fun. I'm having way fun. There we go. Okay. Other ships. Yes, the other ships. I need to come back to my sky colors a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, that's one. Oh, a little darker than that. That three there. I got a little too close with the tree there. Ah, sort of bummed. Ah, bummer. A little too close with the tree. Oh, actually. Now, what else do I need in there? There we go. A little bit of that. I'll put a couple more in the sky out there. Just kind of leaving them in there. Think of waves in the ocean only in grass. Exactly. All right. I need a white brush. I need a brush. I need a brush to do a thing. I need a brush to do a thing. I don't have a brush to do a thing. Okay, there we go. Got a brush. All right. It's really hard to see them. I made them way, way, way too small. Okay. Well, they're gonna need a little revision, but that's all right. Bum 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 ba, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Working the trees a little bit again. I don't feel like I did a very good job on the trees, so they're gonna get their thing. They're gonna. Yeah, those back over there. But yeah. Oh my gosh, folks. Okay. Sounds like the rain stopped, which is probably a good thing. Oh, I don't like the trees. What am I going to do with the trees? Okay. I'm going to do something with the trees. I don't know yet. I'm going to do just a thing. I need them a little more defined. Okay. Just a bit. I got to work on it. I was not thinking properly on the trees. But I can do this. There we go. Just going to get a few in there. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm about 2 hours into it. All right. I actually feel like I'm gonna probably call this one at this current stage. I know the cows aren't very well defined. They're in there. This one's actually looking pretty. This one's looking pretty cow-like. Here, let me get in a. Let's get in some. All right, and let me make sure. There, focus, focus. Okay, so balance. This cow's working for me. This one still. I wanted it to look like it's just looking up. Looking awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm reaching a point now where what I want to do is detail it, but I kind of want to wait until I get like this saucer, this flying saucer needs some serious detail, tightening up. The trees are kind of a mess. They're blocked in trees. It needs proper detail, but it's just a muddy mess right now. And I actually like what's going on with the grass and the overall effect of this is kind of working. So I'm actually pretty pleased with it. You love the cow. Thank you, Rhonda. I did the cows for you, Rhonda. I really did. I wanted to do a good job on the cows. This is what happens. You end up with cats around so much, you start seeing the four-legged animals and understanding how they operate. Yeah, thank you. I've been dying to do kind of a scene like this for a while. I know I know a couple of you asked for it. Ron, I know you've asked for it, and I I want to do a good job on like properly render the trees here, and even come in and work some of this. But the things that work for me, it's not a perfect color palette altogether. This would be, in my mind, this would be a color test for a larger painting, right? I can actually go in and look at this and go, all right, I can work with some of this. You needed a good cow today. Yeah, me too. Oh my gosh, I was hoping for one in the form of a burger. No, kidding. That's all right. We did pretty good. Yeah, but overall, I'm actually really happy with this. I'm having a lot of fun with it for one, and it looks better than I expected. I do wish I'd pulled the UFO down a bit, right? I'll move over. I do. It feels like it's a little touched to the top, a little stuck to the top, possibly a little too much, but it's okay. It's gonna work. It's gonna work very well. Cows are waiting for their space taxi to take them back to their home planet. Well, it's kind of like the barbecue. How to serve man, or how to serve cow. Be the Twilight Zone episode. To serve man. Sorry, that was the one with Ted Cassidy as the alien. I always go back to old TV shows, and Twilight Zone is no exception. Yeah, the cow's just like, what, you hear? Although, wait, was it Wes? I can't remember who mentioned the mushroom cloud, right? I could have done this like the Nevada test site, but they don't get a lot of cows in Nevada near the test site, right? There aren't a lot of Holsteins grazing near the near Los Alamos, right? A classic, exactly. My goal though for this was to try to render a fun scene, but then the reflection of it in this, kind of weird alien egg that's floating above them. Yeah, I'll have to pull up the Daryl K. Sweet painting. It's really cool because he gets a lot of detail into his, and it works out really, really well. Yeah. Okay, folks. Let's see. So I'm going to try to do the Patreon live stream tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I don't have it set yet, but if you are on Patreon, we are working on another big painting. I am working on the Devil's Tower painting, and I am very excited to say that one's coming along nicely. I was hoping to have it finished last weekend. I think I messed up the clouds. I didn't mess them up, but there's more work to do on the clouds. I'll put it that way, yes. This is explain why beef has gotten so astronomically expensive. I'm so sorry. You have my opinion. Yes, beef has gotten expensive. We have a local, semi-local. It's over in Clarion. It's a town that's about a 25-minute drive away. Local butcher that deals with all the stuff. That we just go there for our steak and eggs. No, actually, we get our eggs locally, but the beef and the chicken and the pork, quite good. Since I am not vegan yet, nor will I be probably, although I do enjoy a lot of vegetarian and vegan cuisine, I will still occasionally eat the cows, and I will occasionally enjoy them in hamburger format. 100%. Oh, cool. This has been a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you enjoy hanging out. I am working hard to expand the offerings here. So we will be having, aside from this lovely demonstration, I'll be having some proper demonstrations coming up. I'm looking forward to doing that. It just requires me to go out and say, I know what I'm doing and I'm going to teach you. Yeah, well, I picked up a few tricks. Awesome. Okay, everyone. I will have this post. I'll have the link, the image of this post to the Discord. Thank you so much. Oh, and the animated daikons. I forgot about that. I have done so much to get these things animated. It drives me crazy. This one should be going like this should be going like a bat out of hell. It's making me crazy. Oh, I have redone them. So I don't know. Maybe I monetized on YouTube, but maybe I haven't reached like the next level where these are active. I have no idea. Anyhow, they should be. I will put in a support ticket. All right, everyone. Everybody have a safe weekend. Thank you for joining me on my Saturday at live stream. We will catch you all next time. We will be back next Friday at our regular time, unless thunder destroys the house and power goes out. So stay safe, everyone. Have a great time. And I'm going to ring you out with my star flicking videos. Woohoo! Where's the outro? There we go. Boom! All right, so I've taken my white paint with my little fan brush here. And let's just see how crazy this goes. This is where I throw paint everywhere. kind of gives it an air of legitimacy that it doesn't deserve. You know?
I have Bob Ross the shit out of this painting.